Welcome to Whispers and Choco. This is how we do, and if you don't know, now you do. I'm Shawnee Whispers.
And I'm Mike Choco.
Together we are Mike and Sean in purebred loco. Oh no, we fucked that up. Okay.
Yeah.
And we might go loco.
And we might go loco.
And just in case you wonder what went wrong, or just in case you wonder what took long, we'll say that we're sorry, and this show is going.
This show is going straight to hell.
I like that one, yes. Ficky, 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 get the scratch.
Dick. Yes, this is the Mike and Sean Show, or just Mike and Sean Show. We know more than you, obviously, but if we don't,
We're always going to tell you we do.
Yes,
and
we-
it's definitely the Mike and Sean show.
it's, well, depending on
Because
where
we
you
are the show.
Well, it's the Mike, and then it's the Sean.
I always laugh at that intro. It's fucking hilarious. It never gets old.
No, it doesn't. It gets crazier.
Never gets old. What up, buddy?
What's
How you
going
doing?
on?
I haven't talked to you all week. I haven't seen you all week. How you been?
I think I've been well
Nobody cares. So
because I haven't seen you, so it's even better. That's why my sanity is taken back.
Wow.
Thank
All
you.
right, good.
I appreciate that.
Very good. Congratulations.
Oh, as a Jets
Yes,
fan,
for
right?
getting Aaron Rodgers. Congratulations.
Tell
It
you-
finally happened.
Yeah, finally.
We all knew it was going to happen, but it's finally official.
I'll tell you what, as good as they were last year, and they had 7 wins, and could easily a few games here and there. There was some consistency. I don't know who it would have been that would have been the right fit, and then they got Rodgers, and I was like, it just feels right. He's 30.
I mean, there were a few quarterbacks available that
yeah, but Derek Carr,
I think could have
is like-
fit.
I don't know that it would be. It could have fit.
None of them are Aaron Rodgers.
None of them.
None of them. But that being said, listen, the guy plays. He's an amazing top 5 quarterback of all time. He's also,
Oh, I mean,
in my opinion,
debatable,
He's also
but yeah,
It's
yeah.
debatable. He's also only a single-time Super Bowl winner.
yeah.
So, and he's an 18-year pro. So, listen, I'm a Giant fan. We all know that. Congratulations. I'm happy for you guys. I hate to see the Jets sucking every year. I think this is
You
really
hate to see
good.
the Jets sucking.
Well, I
every-
know you guys hate it more than that.
12
As a Met
years,
fan, I
12
kind of
years
get it.
since they
Because
haven't
that whole
been there.
Met Jet fucking
It's a
bullshit relation.
It's a
which-
lifelong of misery.
That relation's garbage anyway, because there are a lot of Giant and Met fans. But I get it. I feel the pain. I think this is the greatest thing that you could have done. It's the best
Right now,
off-season signing in your
Look,
history, even if the guy's
They have
that old.
They have really good. The defense is young, fast, solid. The offensive line was banged up, and they still found
They need offensive line work.
And so I know they're definitely gonna draft in the first round. They're gonna get a nice offensive
I think that's
lineman.
their focus.
A young stud at number 15, moving down in the trade. 2 slots, that's not a lot.
Right.
More protection for Rodgers. They
They
already have.
They definitely need to help to protect him, because he's going to be. Listen, he's still Aaron Rodgers. He can move in the pocket. I think
There's a lot of protections for a quarterback now that allows you to play longer.
right. But there was a lot of pushback from a lot of fans, some of who are friends of mine, that basically don't like the trade. They think the Jets gave up too much. They don't like it. They think, for whatever reason. I don't think they know what they're talking. Like, I don't think they know how good he is. The Jets didn't give anything up for him. They gave up a first. They essentially gave up. We could go through how many players were picked at that spot that were trash. So
Right, but take a look at this. Like, just other than the first round pick switch from 13 to 15, everything else is later. I know the second round is hit or miss.
right, but think about that. A 15 pick, you have some really good players. You have some players.
There's a
that
few
suck.
offensive linemen, man. There's a few.
No,
that
but I'm
go-
talking about as compensation.
Right, like
as
what he got back.
overpaying for what you gave up for him.
Yeah,
I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer either, where he won 1 Super Bowl. Is he going to win another one
well, his first
in
statement
2 years or 3 years that he'll be here?
His first statement was, "I saw that Super Bowl III trophy, and it's looking kind of lonely."
And props to him for. I mean, it was the only move anyway, but props to him for passing on Broadway Joe's number. He's going back to his
He
old number.
didn't, I mean,
So-
look, Broadway Joe was he had this really good moment, and
He's a Jet god.
right, but he wasn't one of the best quarterbacks ever to play.
No,
this
that's not.
game.
That doesn't matter.
And he wasn't a superstar.
I think if you come in here, the Jets have a very, very short history. It's not short at this point. 60 years, but 70 years, but 60 years, but 60, 70, whatever. But I'm talking about the actual history.
Yes, look, when it
There's
comes
not a lot
when
of
it comes
there's
to
not a lot of
quarterbacks,
significant players
when
in
it
that
comes
history.
to quarterbacks for the Jets, there's not.
It's Joe Namath.
They had a couple of good years. Nobody.
Ken
had-
O'Brien. Sorry.
Yeah, but Oh my
Boomer.
God! Don't talk to me about Ken O'Brien.
I mean-
Ken O'Brien was,
All right.
was good for what they had.
Give me somebody better than him.
Then Ken O'Brien.
Boomer.
You go down.
Give me somebody better than Boomer.
Jeez.
You
Brett
haven't
Favre.
had any.
Brett Favre.
For a year and a half. They went to the playoffs.
Brett Favre.
Exactly. My point is,
They're borrowed from someone else.
you got Aaron Rodgers is far and away.
Better than
It's not even debatable. The greatest quarterback in this franchise's history, and he hasn't even thrown a pass.
Wait, so all the accolades that go to Brett Favre, you think Rodgers is better than
yet.
Favre?
Better than Favre. Aaron Rodgers is better than Brett Favre.
Oh.
We could start that conversation too if you want, because that's a good one. I think Aaron Rodgers is better than Brett Favre.
I don't think. I mean, I disagree, but I mean that's
just my
that's
opinion.
why we have a show to disagree.
I see Aaron Rodgers do things physically that I've never seen any other quarterback do. Throw balls and wait like across his body, like it's just
Yes, look, there's
and
no
he's
no
always
doubting his
been a-
talent, but Brett Favre, is
He's been on a lot of shitty teams too, Aaron Rodgers.
so has Favre.
Yeah, Brett Favre also threw 1 million interceptions.
Yeah.
Brett Favre also threw the ball 50 times a game.
Well, don't forget about the picks.
Aaron
He
Rodgers
also-
throws the
not
ball a
just
lot.
the pick, the interceptions. He also sends a few good picks too.
yeah,
He's had picks.
a lot
and
of picks.
A lot of
picks for Brett Favre.
Apparently, that's what was his
Yeah.
trademark out here. Well, you know what? That's good. We have the draft today. Hopefully, they get that
And
offensive
yeah,
lineman
if
that
we
they want.
the Giants are picking
What number?
25,
25.
26 rather. I think I think it's 26. I probably should have confirmed that. There we go. So we got some draft
Panthers
information
are
in
one.
front
They're
of us.
taking the kid from.
Well, they
was
already
it
took.
Ohio
The
Stroud,
draft
right?
started, so we don't know who took who.
Wasn't it CJ? What's his
we
name?
should be
Stroud?
able to see that. But
CJ Stroud.
yeah, CJ Stroud was expected to go number 1. The Giants are the Jets are picking 15. Yeah, so they
Yeah.
went from 13 to 15, and I think the Giants are 26. Let's see.
Yeah,
26.
26.
Yep. So I mean, at this point with the Giants, if we could get a good receiver, a good cover corner, a good safety, I think that's kind of where we are. I think we have we need a lot of position help, but they've made moves over the offseason. So I'm not concerned so much with like that interior line on both sides,
Right.
like that we definitely have issues on the interior.
Well, they
line
gave
with the
Daniel Jones $40
offensive
million. You think he's worth it?
Yes.
I mean, never mind. Nobody's worth.
You
the
know what's
40.
funny for Daniel Jones this year? I'm pretty sure I heard this correctly. Is making more money than Brett Favre this season.
You kidding me?
As far as with the
Mississippi's
Jets-
a poor state, so
It's just what it is, though. It's like, but then exactly. But what happens is
do you mean Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers. Who did
No,
I say?
you said Brett Favre.
Oh,
So that's why I said Mississippi.
see, there we go. This podcast is brought to
This podcast is not brought to you
It's brought
by
to you by. It's
Modelo.
not brought to you by. It's
It's
not
not.
brought to you by White Claw.
It's
Send
not.
us some money, motherfuckers. We're not going to shout you out.
Well, we wouldn't call you.
I had a bunch of these already, so yeah, sorry.
We wouldn't call you.
Send
though.
us some money.
Send
no,
us
but it's
money.
good. It's
Nobody
delicious.
sends you money anymore.
I love tangerine. Delicious. I'll definitely blow this thing up.
I'm glad that's where it went with that.
I'm sure we secured that one.
Good job. I think the ending cleaned it up. They're like, I heard this. Let's get him let's get a
So-
sponsorship going.
Brett Favre, aka Aaron Rodgers,
His alter ego as Aaron Rodgers.
is making less money than Danny Jones, and I found that fascinating. But again, it's all going to be it's all relative because next year when 7 or 8 contracts are signed and renegotiated, Daniel Jones is going to be right where he belongs to be. 15 to 16 highest paid player in football, which is probably where he is. As far as he's not top 10, we all know that. Is he top 15?
Quarterback.
Yeah.
It's only 32. It's only 32 teams. So
I think he might be, but top 15 means you're above, you're better than average. You're going to be in that. I'm not saying you're a world beater, but you deserve the money you're getting. If you're paid as a top 15 player and you're a top 15 quarterback, then you deserve what you're getting.
So what?
And everybody went crazy on Daniel Jones' contract.
Look, nowadays you get one or two guys that are going to get.
But I just want Jet fans to take a step off the ledge. That's where Aaron Rodgers is. Like,
well, we're always
you're
on the
not
ledge.
Paying that guy that money.
Our whole life we're on the edge.
Aaron Rodgers is a freaking. He's a god.
Yes,
he's a demigod. He's a demigod. And Jet fans are going to find that. Not obviously a lot of football fans know how good he is.
Yeah, but I think
you're really going to see how good this dude is.
I think once you get through the first 10 games, if they go 8-2 or even 7-3, you just have you should have the feeling that that's a huge possibility. And the difference is being a Met and Jet fan, every time you predict the weather, it goes the opposite way. It feels good. It's a worse relationship. It's an abusive relationship. It tells you, you're like, oh my God, at the beginning, I'll be there for you. We're going to win. I support you. You root for me and we're going to do great things. And then it goes south. Last year, even though they only won 7 games, there's at least 3 or 4 games that they were in it. And there's inconsistencies, penalties that gave the ball back, especially the Cincinnati game. They were coming back and handing him. There was a roughing the passer penalty. And then 2 games later, another roughing the passer penalty, which took away the momentum that we had. And then I heard at the end, they were like, Salem, they wanted to get him out of there. Salam. They wanted to get him, Robert Salam. Salah.
Welcome to the Mike and Sean Show. Mike Durso is the biggest Jet fan you'll ever meet.
No, never even close. I'm not the biggest Jet. Listen. You know what? I mess up a name every once in a while. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It sounds better than that. I'd rather mess up a name.
I had to burp for that. You called him Robert Salem.
Salam. It's Saleh.
Saleh.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever. It's like,
shout out to our production crew.
I think at the end everybody wanted to get rid of him, and that's why.
Who's that? Robert Salem.
Yeah, I think they wanted to get rid of the boxing coach Robert Salem, who wasn't doing
it. It's great. This shit is all recorded.
I don't care.
Yo, so our next promo, if that is not in it, oh my God, that has to be part of our intro.
Yeah, that has to be part.
Robert Salem. All right,
Salam.
We're gonna get off.
I'm
gonna stop salamming you.
Yeah, that's okay. I deserve it. I mean, if I'm gonna sit here and partner with you, and I'm gonna mess up, you're gonna take it.
You may as well mess up with me
like
here.
you met him. Like it's just gonna be a.
Come on.
Like that. That's your brand.
It's a fastball down the middle, bro.
That's your brand.
If I don't knock it out of the park, what am I here for?
I have no idea.
All right, so we'll move on because that was brutal.
Anyway, that's the point is. The point is that for the first time in a long time, that if you're a Jets fan, you can sit there and be happy.
Oh, if you're not happy as a Jet fan, you need to have your head examined. I believe that because they didn't give up much for him. They gave up a good amount. It's not like they got away for nothing, but they gave up what he's worth. I don't think they gave up totally what he's worth. But I think it's a very even, fair deal for both parties. Green Bay knew he wasn't coming back, and everybody knew he was going to be a Jet. So it was just a matter of figuring out crossing the T's and dotting the I's. We don't have any updates on the draft. I'm looking for that now, but the Rangers are losing 1-0 with 1:40 seconds left in the first period. That sucks. I'm wearing my Kreider jersey for those of you that aren't watching and only listening.
Now leaving that and going to the inept Mets, coming into Washington. I was at Tuesday's game.
Inept for the last couple of days. Take it easy.
Look, I think. Look,
are we like an overreactive fan base?
Here's the conversation, right? Once you get past the top of that lineup, that bottom of the lineup is no good. He's no
Oh,
good.
we talked about that. It's without the kids absolutely turning into stars. The bottom of the lineup sucks. Cahna sucks. All right, I keep saying it. Everybody's like, nah, he's all right. No, Cahna sucks. And I say this, all right, sucks. I shouldn't say sucks. I sound like just another fan. Cahna's a professional baseball player. So he obviously doesn't suck. He's not a starter. He's not a starter on a championship team. He might be a starter on Pittsburgh or Oakland or wherever the fuck he, somewhere other than the New York Mets who are trying to win a World Series. That's my beef. And you can't, you know what, to a less degree than the Yankees, because the Yankees got some jokers up there that are starting for that team. And that's not me being a Yankee basher. Yankee fans will tell you all day, every day. That lineup is brutal. You got 4 legit professional bats that you can rely on every single day, maybe 5, and that's including Volpe.
Well,
dude, they got guys, they got guys on that team but we're bashing the Mets too. You got Cahna, who's almost an automatic out. He went on a little bit of a hot streak for like 15 minutes.
You ever see how bad a Vogelback's swing is?
Vogelback
that
is
stiff turn.
That dude. I thought he was going to be a folk hero in this town.
I thought he was
going to hit,
a whole bunch of home runs in a small
lot.
amount of window.
Right, I didn't expect a lot. I just expected big things, like a firecracker, in a fire.
I thought it's like you
in a can,
200,
like loud and
280 at bats,
garbage,
16 home runs.
Vogelback is trash. He's not again. I don't want to sound harsh. He's a professional hitter. He's not a DH on a championship team. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cahna's not a starting left fielder on a championship team.
No.
And Escobar is not a starting third baseman. And I know Beatty hasn't hit. But I would rather the chance of an opportunity of a bomb from either Beatty, from Mauricio, from Alvarez, than having to watch another fucking Nido at bat, or having to watch another goddamn Cahna with the bases loaded, grounding out into a double play to end the inning. Yeah, I'm tired of that shit.
But the thing is with Alvarez, I think he's overmatched, but I would keep putting him out there to see.
He's only overmatched because he doesn't have experience.
But he's also young.
You're not going to get experience in AAA, right, man.
So what?
The only experience you're going to get in AAA is when a guy who's a major league ball player is on the IL. Okay. And then he's got to go down. He's got to take and you're going to face major league pitching.
Okay, so like you said, you're not going to get 25 and 80 from Nido and.
You're not going to get 8 and fucking 8.
No,
from
I'm saying
Nido.
combined from
Nido's
the other catch.
trash.
I'm not talking about. I'm saying combined from the catches.
Combined, you won't get 20 home runs. No way.
But you potentially have, you can possibly get 20 home runs from Alvarez.
100%.
Right. So it doesn't make any sense not to play him every day.
And I don't care if it's 200 strikeouts. I don't care. I don't. Because, honestly, I don't. Nido strikes out 150 times a year. And the guy hits 130.
Well, he doesn't get that much to strike out 150 times, but he's brutal.
Terrible.
Brutal. He can't hit.
Dude, he is absolute. I'm tired of watching this guy in the batter's box. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. I don't want to hear this. He receives the ball well. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear it.
That's the only thing he does well. So then he should warm up the next pitcher.
Dude, the guy's trash bag.
Go to the
Nido's trash bag. Like, he's trash. I have no problem.
I wouldn't call him trash.
I like him. He seems like a nice guy.
I wouldn't trash. I wouldn't call him trash.
He's trash.
Okay.
Guy's trash. He made an error the other night. He cost us the win. Made a bad error the other night. 2 pass balls, and he threw a ball into the outfield. He's trash. Okay. And when you hit 120 and you do that, you're trash. You don't have, at least fucking Sanchez with the Yankees was hitting. Dude, I'm upset.
I know, but
I'm cursing because I'm upset.
Rein it in, man.
I don't care. What, you got 9-year-olds watching this?
Stop yelling at me.
The podcast is for adults.
Adults.
All right, listen, I'm tired of being regulated.
Hold on. It's adults, not adults.
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 I'm tired of being regulated.
Listen, you.
I want to curse.
You non-Italian.
I will say my piece. And Jerry's a
not
Met
even
fan.
say, yeah.
I guarantee you, Jerry, the cleanest, aside from Bill Cosby, the cleanest comedian in history. I bet you that guy's cursing right now, watching Nido in the box.
He writes it so he doesn't have to.
No,
curse.
he's going.
Is that how he curses?
That's how he curses.
Well, way to go there.
Worst stand-up comedian in history. FYI.
I don't know.
FYI. No, Collin Quinn's worse.
Yeah, Colin. Well, he's
Jerry's
he's got your voice.
Terrible, dude.
He's got Jerry Seinfeld's jokes with your voice.
First of all, God damn you that Collin Quinn has my voice. Are you out of your mind? Do you listen to my voice?
Yeah.
Collin Quinn, he hasn't sounded.
When you start to
he
yell,
never sounded like this.
start to yell,
maybe when I
you
yell,
sound like this.
Maybe when I yell.
Yeah.
Collin Quinn had never had this glorious voice on his best drunken Irish day. Ever.
When you yell, yeah, you sound.
No,
like
Collin Quinn is a
Yeah,
fuck.
right
He's
there.
a hack. Yeah, he talks like this all the time. How you doing? Yeah, I play a fireman in the show.
Okay.
I'm very funny.
Okay. All right. So,
Stupid. Don't compare me to Collin Quinn.
unfortunately, we were supposed to start with happy notes.
Oh, yes, we did. Happy. The Jets got Aaron Rodgers. Happy.
Well, the Knicks.
The Knicks.
Jump right to the next one. Jump right in
We
there.
went into the Mets
Wait.
because Mike completely steered us down the wrong road. I let you lead the show.
No, that's it. Don't tell me you let
You
me
say-
anything. Put your
you-
finger down.
You
Put
say
your finger
that I
down.
don't let you.
You. I never say anything. Your girlfriend probably tells
yo.
you. Thanks, Patricia.
Everybody does.
Yeah, shut up.
They tell me I talk over you. So I said I'm going to let them lead. Look what you did. You
So
let
I
us down the wrong road.
I'm down the wrong road.
I
My
will
directions are fantastic.
Command this ship again, Michael.
You will never command this
so
ship.
the Knicks.
I brought us here.
All right. I said something that sounded a little outrageous a couple weeks ago, and I made a post on social media, and I got laughed at. So I'm going to stand by
Not
what
as much as me.
I'm going to stand by what I said, and I'm going to call all those that laughed out at me. You could all eat a dick, because I said Josh Hart was one of, if not the best trade, the Knicks trade
That's hard. That's hard.
the
to
Knicks
take.
have made in the last 2 decades.
That's hard to say. I mean, it is one of the best, but not
Can
the
we
best?
can we think about the trades then? I mean,
Well,
you can use your phone.
Mello?
Melo was a trade that was absolutely happening, and that was about how long ago?
that was Dolan.
You knew that was happening.
Dolan forced the
that
issue.
was more of a free agent sign and trade kind of thing.
They were in
I'm
advance.
talking about trade at the trade deadline. I'm talking about trades that improve
I
teams.
don't remember every trade that they did.
Well, no, but think about it. Like, because
bigger
there
trades.
hasn't been that many because the Knicks haven't been that good. So that
and they
that
usually
defense,
they're usually dumping players
right?
off.
It's not like I shouldn't act like over the last couple of decades it had a whole lot of opportunities.
Well, trading deadline, not sure. I knew Oakley was traded in the offseason, right? So Oakley for Cartwright. That wasn't a deadline.
Hasn't been one. So all I said was Josh Hart, picking the acquisition of Josh Hart for Cam Reddish, who wasn't even playing on a team. The acquisition of Josh Hart was arguably one of the best acquisitions we made in the last 2 decades. So I'm not inaccurate.
No, I know what he's
Even
done.
if there hasn't been that
what
many
he-
opportunities.
And the last 2 games, he's played on a bum ankle,
Dude, he had
too.
4 offensive rebounds in the last 4 minutes of the game.
And he
3
had,
minutes of the game the other
played
night.
on a bum leg.
He's unbelievable, dude. Josh Hart is an awesome. He is one of those guys that you can't. There's no way that numbers or statistics will ever give him the amount due that he deserves.
I like how slow you did that.
Well, because it's true. You know why? Because it's true, Mike. Because
whatever.
there are contracts that are given.
This show is brought to you
not brought to you by
by
White Claw. It's not brought to you by
Modelo.
White Claw. Not brought to you by Modelo.
This show is not brought to you
Brought to you by Hodello.
This is not brought to you by.
But dude, Josh Hart does things that it's hard to measure. You can't quantify it within the contract.
It's a big word for you.
Yeah, quantify. I watched Star Trek. Dude.
Oh, you did? Star Trek is where you got quantified.
Quantify.
No, but look,
They say that a
for
lot
the
on
fact
the
that
show.
you could bench Randall, right? This is the guy making
Well, he
superstar
was
money.
hurt. He was hurt.
But this is it. But they're still benching him anyway.
Everybody gives his Thibs the credit for like sitting Randall.
Well, not the last one. I'm talking in
He
game.
was hurt.
Yeah, well,
He was hurt, dude. Come on,
nah.
back that up.
I don't think so.
'Cause I'll tell you right now.
I think
I'm the
Thibs-
first to tell you. I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm going to go on a record because I'm a Thibs basher. I have been.
I think he's.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Never mind.
No,
cut
never
you off.
mind.
No, I cut you off.
I don't. I want you to cut me off. That's part of what I want to go on here.
I wanna
Be
hear.
aggressive, bro. Be aggressive. 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 Come on, dude. Do it. What? What's your point? Say something. Do it. What? You ain't got shit, nigga.
Oh, come on, man. Of all the things you could say right at this moment, that would be what came out of your mouth.
I'm a hip hop fan.
No,
dude.
you're
I'm
not.
Sorry.
You're white. Just
I'm
stop
not a hip
it.
hop fan.
No.
I'm not a hip hop fan.
You're not allowed to do that.
I'm not.
You're
a hip
not
hop fan.
allowed to do
I
that.
know,
You understand
you're right.
that?
You're right. I'm not.
You're not allowed to do that.
I'm a hip hop fan.
Okay, good for you.
All right,
You're
so-
somewhat of a hip hop. You're like you.
Somewhat?
You cater more to old school. There's nothing new that you listen to.
No, I shouldn't say nothing. That's not true. I'm a hip hop fan.
Okay, so
We could always edit that out. We have a good dream team back there.
so I'd like to edit out the Salam. If he
You
said
know
it-
what? I'll live with the N word. You got to live with salam.
Fine, I'm okay then. Then you have to stay with
Assalamu alaikum.
it. You have
Listen.
to stay with it.
Everybody knows that I mean no offense when I say
It
that.
will. You're
So, but you offended Rob Saleh big time with
I
it.
don't listen.
No, actually, you probably didn't, because I know he comes from Arab descent, and I was like, that's not an insulting.
It was actually.
It was just completely
Robert
wrong.
As-Salam.
It was
Alaikum
completely
As-Salam.
like if you were gonna make a left, you made the right.
It was like
was
Assalamu
ter-
alaikum.
That was you should Assalamu shut up. So where were we going? We just lost track. 'cause
No,
I
we
said-
didn't. You track is you never know how to get back on it.
No, I said the bad word.
You did say the bad word, and you were trying, but basically you were trying to say, in your opinion, that Thibs
Is all right. So
is
I
not
think
as
that
good as other people think. You
No,
don't like
no,
him.
no, no, no.
You think that it was that
I'm gonna-
Randall was
I'm
hurt,
gonna
and
pull
then
it back
he
a
wouldn't
little bit
bench
because
him.
I kind of
bench him.
yeah I think the benching was easier than people are giving him credit for. I think people saying Thibs is like he adjusted and he did all this stuff. All right, I get that. Yes, he definitely did. He adjusted. He benched his star player. But I think he was hurt to the degree where he was going to be benched anyway. He had to be. Okay? So, the problem with Thibs is his rotation, and we talked about this last time. I think I pretty much just said it last time. His rotation is awful. You know, the fact that he only sticks to these really small 8 and 9 man rotations, or 9, and he doesn't go past 9. It's kind of bonkers. Actually, when Randall got hurt the other night, he didn't extend his bench.
Right, he just went with what he was.
Well, think about it. Look who played. He didn't bring McBride in. He didn't bring like Hartenstein and Toppin, the guys off the bench, right?
12. Yeah, he's.
Look what happened. I mean, you got guys on the bench that can play. So,
yeah, but Fournier is he's $18 million shooting guard
who got
sitting
hurt?
on the bench. Your forward.
Right.
So,
So
didn't Topin go in there?
So where's Jericho Sims?
I don't
You're
know.
gonna
So
tell
it's
me
the
now-
coach's decision to play or not to play, right?
Well, this is my exactly.
So
This
you
is my
think,
point.
but if but he's the guy, he's the paid professional to
He'd
decide
rather.
where to go.
Well, look, he is notorious for burning his teams out. He got, Derrick Rose got hurt and cost them an NBA championship. The last time, an 8-1. Okay, when the Heat just beat the Bucks.
Right.
When was the last time the 8-1?
You tell me.
When the Bulls lost because
Okay.
Derrick Rose got hurt
Okay.
because he was playing in time that he shouldn't play in a blowout game.
And that's right. He was the coach at that time. It's like-
And Thibs was coaching.
Thibs was
And he
coaching.
almost did it the other night. We were getting blown out in Cleveland. And we all know that Randall's ankle's hurt. He has Randall in there with the last 3 minutes of the game.
Did Randall ever make up for almost assaulting quickly?
I think he apologized.
Did
That
he?
that was definitely over the top. Randall's a good guy, though. Randall is notoriously known as a good dude. He's not. I don't think Randall's one of those typical athlete, pampered athletes, kind of just like bitching.
That was a little bit different. That was like, don't touch
Well,
me, get
he
your
was-
hands off me,
right,
and being aggressive.
Right.
But not like, don't touch me walking away, don't touch me
Well, he
moving
just did
forward.
it last night too when he got hurt and the coaches were helping him and he pushed them off. He goes, "Don't touch me." He's got to stop that. He's in a public eye. It looks bad when you do that. But again, excuse me.
Yeah, excuse.
Everything that I hear about Randall, everything is that he's a good dude. They always show videos with his son, like he's a great dad. Apparently, he's a really good guy. Like, he's one of those guys that always has good intentions, and if it doesn't come across that way sometimes.
So, little update for you. Mets are up 4-1.
Oh,
they should be.
That's the only thing I'm not following right now because I got my Ranger jersey
And
on.
Beatty went yard.
Yes.
Beatty went yard. Ooh.
So that's his first home run for 2023,
Yeah.
and I expect a lot more.
Well.
That kid excites me. He excites me.
He excite me.
That kid excites me.
So yeah. So
He inside me. I didn't say.
So
that.
what do you think with them?
He's
you
not,
didn't.
He's not inside me.
Well, I mean, you've got a couple of things going on for you right now. So you've mocked the Spanish
He
accent.
excites me.
You said
Okay,
the N word
he excite me inside me.
and he's inside you.
He excites me inside me.
Okay, so we'll leave that alone for now,
All right, we're gonna
and
leave
we'll
that
go
alone.
on. The Mets are up. They need to be up, and they need to catch
The
this
Mets
win.
need to smoke the Nationals and just get out of this and start this
right,
Brave series
and then get
right
that
away.
Brave series. They have to get.
Yeah, they
this-
got to get this underway.
They need to score a lot of runs and just sweat it out.
Over the weekend too. They need.
And then, yeah, and so anyway, so they're going on to Miami.
Yes, let's break that down real quick. We
And I
have
think
some
isn't
time to-
Hero out? Like I think Hero got hurt, so it's one less guy to
Tyler
worry about.
Hero's out. Victor Oladipo's out.
Yeah, again.
I mean, honestly, the Knicks match up really, really well.
You think if he expands
Heat?
that? Yeah,
I'm nervous with Jimmy Butler, dude. That dude scares me, man.
he's a super talented, uber talented,
bro.
He's
He's
a
a superstar.
Yeah.
He's probably
I don't know about superstar, but
no. He's a superstar.
he's got that
He's
like
a superstar. He's done it enough. He's done it enough. You know why? He's one of those guys that where he doesn't shine all year like the superstars do that normally do. And then when the playoffs start, this guy just kicks it into a different gear. And that to me is a superstar. Guys that can do what's the game, the point to win, the point is to win. The point is to have your best players at the best time doing their best things.
it's a lot of best,
Right?
Yeah,
But isn't that the name of the game?
Well, yeah, I
you
think-
want your best players performing at their best at the most important times.
like look, Pat
And that's
Riley's
what
running the
Jimmy
show over
Butler
there.
does, man.
Pat Riley's running the show over there still.
Right.
And if he didn't think that Butler could do it, he wouldn't.
With who else does he have on that team?
I mean, I
Bam Adebayo,
Adebayo.
Vic Oladipo, like
But
those guys are old.
Oladipo is a very talented individual, but
they're
he just,
both good. They're
but
both.
this is
Adebayo is good.
yeah, but
Tyler
but
Hero's
getting,
the only guy that's in his prime. Everybody else is old, washed up, or young, not blossomed yet.
Well-
and then you got Jimmy Butler, who everybody considers washed up. You know,
I don't know. I don't know if they consider him. I just
he don't get the love he deserves.
No, but I think
Guy's
it's
a star, dude,
because you
superstar.
get those guys that have it's all those theatrics other than the game.
So
like
my hot takes, 2 hot takes I had: Jimmy Butler, superstar, 100%.
Okay,
And the other hot take was Josh Hart trade.
Josh Hart trade.
Best trade the Knicks made in decades, dude. 100%.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody's come in and changed this team with the way he went. We went from being a okay performing, an okay trustworthy playoff team. Like I trust them to go into the playoffs and maybe win a series, but I trust them to get there.
right. He'll do enough
This
of everything.
dude came in and they're like, all of a sudden we're looking at the Eastern Conference Finals. We want to beat the Heat,
Yeah.
but we're looking at one series away, and that's because of his veteran leadership, and that's because he dives after every ball. He the way
he's also
he
playing
pushes
hurt, and
the
so
ball.
that's enough.
He gets a rebound, he pushes the ball down the court. He's not waiting to set people up for these bullshit 3-pointers. Guys are shooting from half the. It's not that doesn't exist on this team.
no.
And they play together and they play defense, and that's Thibs. And I'm gonna back up a lot of what I said about him.
You think he's going to burn him out
I think he still might.
in the next round if he starts to expand the.
I think
the
he still
roster.
might. Give Jericho Sims some love, and especially if they match up really good against the Heat, and you're not going to play Randall, let Jericho Sims come in and they don't have the athleticism to match his athleticism. That kid is like a bunny rabbit, dude. I love Jericho Sims. Love him.
So what do you think?
Just like I loved Emmanuel Quickly 3 years ago, and he couldn't sniff Thibs. When they got Thibs, he wouldn't even play.
Yeah.
Nah. Look at Thibs.
But why do
you
you think that? Why do you think Jericho Sims isn't in there? Why do you think that?
There's a reason, because I think that Thibs doesn't like playing young players,
or even Fournier.
Historically, well, Fournier sucks.
I mean, he's a shooter. He's like
sucks.
something.
He sucks. He set the record for 3-pointers with the Knicks, and then literally does nothing except stand on a perimeter and shoot. He doesn't play defense. He's a liability in every sense of the word. Like, everybody shoots nowadays, Mike.
Well, I know. Everything about this game
breaking
is
three-point
about
records is really not a big thing anymore. No. You know, you don't play defense. Who cares? You know, like
it's a very
as long as you can shoot.
Better shooters.
Fournier's not that good.
Better shoot. I don't think he's that good. I'm just saying why. Like, I'd wonder.
No, but Steph Curry don't play defense. But it doesn't matter because Steph Curry is Steph Curry.
But he can shoot from everywhere.
He's probably top 10 worst defenders in basketball. But
he's got all those people to back him up.
Draymond Green. Yeah, he's Draymond Green backing him up. And Clay's a great defender. You have other guys that can really do it well. Fournier's not that guy. Fournier don't shoot good enough to not play defense.
Well, that's why. What did they give him? $18 million a year.
That's what bugged me about Quickly. Why is Quickly not playing? This kid is a glove, dude. He's a glove.
He's a spark plug.
He's a glove. He shut Garland down. Garland was running nuts on.
So he just has something for Quickly that he doesn't want to put him out there, but he's out there for 29 minutes.
Now he is. He has no choice, Mike, because Derrick Rose ain't playing. Right. He's not playing Derrick Rose. He burned Derrick Rose to the ground, dude. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if Derrick Rose said, "Coach, I love you, but you got to play Quickly, dude. What are you doing?" This kid's
You think 20, he has his ear that much?
20 years old, 21. Yeah, I think he does. He's on the bench still. Why wouldn't he be off the team? Why wouldn't Derrick Rose be off the team if he wasn't involved? He's involved. He's like a coach. And I respect that.
I think so since he's not playing. But I don't think that Thibs is listening to him. I think they have him for that guy.
I think Thibs listens to him. Because he adjusts. He's done some things that he would never do. And I think it's because of pressure. And I think it's because
that he
it's
leans
the
on
new
Rose
NBA.
He knows Rose and Rose.
Stop riding your superstars in like you're sandpapering them down to nothing. That's what you're doing, and there's no need to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's more to this, than what it is now. I think the next round is going to be exciting. But I got to say though, for Knicks fans, especially watching Knicks fans and all those videos, every game that they won, they celebrated like
they shut 7th Avenue down
like
yesterday.
It was a championship. Yeah,
they weren't even home.
Yeah, they weren't even home.
They shut 7th Avenue.
They were watching it
from 29th Street to 34th Street. 7th Avenue was shut down again.
Yeah,
that's 3 nights.
But
not even home.
Imagine if the celebration was that
talk
they
about
actually
the Knicks
win
being
it
good
all.
and changing the complexion of the city. Forget it. We talked about this before. New York is again a sports town. New York, again, is a sports town. The two teams we're concerned about right now, the Mets and the Yankees. Everybody, I mean, come on. The Jets are automatic Super Bowl contenders.
Look,
the Giants just signed their quarterback. They got the young. The Giants are on their way to being a playoff team, 100%. You got the Nets, who are a young, really good up-and-coming team.
Right.
You got the Knicks, who are going to the second round. You got the Rangers, who are going to the second round.
Look, if you go down go to all the New York teams, including before we get to football, you potentially have all the teams to make the playoffs. All New York teams to make the playoffs.
We have a really good chance. It's second period just started. Devils still up 1-0.
And
we have a really good opportunity where every New York team goes to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever happened in the history of New York.
I think in 69 it was the closest because we had less teams, but in 69 we had less teams.
So that's
the Jets.
If you think about that, you talk about the electricity in this city. And I was thinking about this before when I put this jersey on. Over the last 10 years, 12 years,
yeah,
I've put this jersey on more than any other jersey I've owned.
2-0.
That sucks.
It's
as I was talking. I get
how exciting! Like when those first two games when it was 5-1 and Everything they did was so
we need
exciting.
Derek Truba to just punch Jack Hughes in the freaking mouth.
I don't know. And
So-
whatever they had, all the momentum seems to be lost right now. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what they need to do.
Sucks, dude.
I mean, they need to all drop their gloves.
Maybe. We're low. Listen, I'll be honest with you. If the Devils win this series, they come back and win this series, this is going to be a major, huge letdown.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. I think the Rangers are loaded. I think they're, obviously you don't want to go down, 3-2. But I believe that this team can step up and do big things. They're superstars. They just got to step up and play. And obviously we're running out of time with 16 minutes left in the second period.
Yeah.
And we're down.
Well, that doesn't
2-0.
mean that in the third they don't turn it around.
Well,
but
that's what I'm
it's
saying.
just
It's
it's time.
especially them. They have scores. They could have. They just need to score in a power play, which they haven't been doing. The other night,
they're not stopping the puck from moving.
Monday night, they couldn't get the puck past center ice. They couldn't get it out of their zone. You're not going to score if you can't get the puck out of your zone.
I mean, I will never use the word hate to describe anything, but I really dislike the Devils a lot, and then this makes it worse. And then it makes it worse when they try to associate the New Jersey with New York sports. That bothers me also.
What? What do you mean?
When they try to associate, every time they talk about New York sports, they try to put the Devils.
Incorporate. The Devils aren't New York.
They're not even close. They're not even a ugly stepchild, stepsister. Stay away from stepsister.
And the two football teams that play in New Jersey.
I mean, but we own a small piece
As
of
New Yorkers,
Jersey.
everybody understand. We all hate it. We hate it.
I just think
There's not a New Yorker alive.
I don't use the word hate.
There's not one New Yorker alive. I don't use the word hate. I'm a hippie. Blah blah blah. I wear sweater vests. Blah,
Hey,
blah, blah.
I don't wear sweater vests, but if I did, I would brag about it.
So I don't know a New Yorker alive that roots for the Jets or the Giants that's happy that they play in New Jersey. So the ownership is completely out of touch with the reality of what we all want.
Yeah,
It's a comfort zone.
yeah, it's
Cheaper. They had it there. They bought it cheaper. They had a whole bunch of bodies that were underneath there that they could build a stadium on to cover. So they probably got the stadium for like a quarter of the price.
Well, there's a lot of things buried out there.
And then they built that microwave on top of the existing property, thinking that was going to be an upgrade. That stadium is horrific. It's you know what it reminds me of? The old Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
The new MetLife or whatever the hell it is
reminds
me of the old Shea Stadium. It's very similar, except Shea was cooler, had a lot more character. I hate the new Giant Stadium. It's awful, dude. In every way.
I mean, I've been to
Every
two
way.
games. I don't. The only thing I hate is getting there. That one train. That was awful.
Who takes a train, Mike? Oh, you don't drive. That's right.
Who cares?
And taking the train sucks.
A lot of people take the train over there.
Driving sucks.
Well, driving sucks. Well, I choose to drive, so I'm going to drive
Yeah,
there.
well, I'd rather drive and be in a sucky environment in my own car than on a train with a whole bunch of stinky, strangers, and maybe like somebody with like, encephalitis or like, COVID or like.
Oh,
give me
worry
another,
about COVID. That's a
thing.
thing,
Give me another disease that they, didn't they try to like, anthrax? Maybe.
Yeah. Well, no. That sounds right. Coming from a Jet game, those are things
go to the city, go to the Giant game, and get anthrax.
and then go into Jersey.
And
I'm
not talking about the rock band.
Those are the things you get at Newark, Penn. You can get all those things.
Oh, yeah?
Plus be attacked by zombies.
New York?
No, New York, you don't get the same thing.
Oh,
Newark, you get the zombies.
New York shitty, dude.
So yesterday, this guy, Drew Maggi, he's 33 years old, a rookie, came up with the Pirates. Now, look, baseball is back to being normal when the Pirates are in first place. This guy spent 12 years in the minor leagues, 1,100 games, 6 different organizations, and he finally got his chance to come up to the majors and play for a major league team. Just still grinding it out in the minor leagues. It's pretty impressive. He played 100 innings at 6 different positions to try to switch it up. He was a catcher, and he moved around to try to get up here, and they finally gave him a shot at it. It's pretty amazing.
I mean, good for him. It sounds like an amazing story. And
33, he's a rookie.
What was 100 and how many games did he play?
He played 1,100 games in the minor league. 12 years.
I heard it the other day, or yesterday. I think it's for every other person out there that wants to give up, that's the story. That's the story you tell them. It's like, you want to give up? You want to go get a regular job making, $80,000 a year, or do you want to play minor league baseball and work a part-time job making $80,000 a year? Like whatever, however it works out. I'm sure it's it's different for everybody, but there are a ton of people that can probably stick with it that just choose not to for other than financial reasons.
Yeah, like it's just a love of the game and to keep playing and
I think it's awesome for it all to come to fruition that many years later. Like, it makes it that much more special.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know people that have quit.
I'm sure
I mean,
Disney's going to make a movie after this.
I hope so.
Oh yeah, well,
they did it with
the teacher,
what's his name?
Dennis Quaid.
About the
movie
pitcher.
Sucked.
Yeah, they could have done a lot better than that.
The story was so good, and they blew it.
They blew it, and they blew it on Quaid. That's why. I mean, he didn't even fit the
terrible story.
No, good story.
Good story.
Terrible
storyline in the movie.
Terrible script.
Sucked.
Terrible script.
Oh, it was awful.
That was awful. Yeah, that ruined it.
Way to go, Hollywood! Yay!
That's Disney. I mean, it's a little bit different. That's why DeSantis is going after.
Take it easy,
because they ruined that movie.
They control Marvel and they control Star Wars. So I don't want to ruin Disney completely, but
you don't want to ruin them.
I mean,
DeSantis will do that. Don't worry about it.
They're not racist anymore. So okay, we like Disney. Yay!
They're not racist anymore. So
apparently, remember when they wouldn't let black people in there? It's like,
no, I don't remember that. But
Walt Disney was an absolutely disgusting racist.
That I believe.
He was.
Truly believe.
He didn't want to let any colored people at all of any.
What did you call them?
Colored, of any color. Like, it didn't matter. He didn't want Jews in there. He didn't want anybody. He was that. The guy was a savage. And again, I have a problem with history, like honoring and revering people like that. You know what I mean? Once you find out the truth,
just the whole backstory.
Once you find out and it's accurate, these people should be shunned and completely shit on. That's it.
So then,
Walt Disney's that guy. Like, we all know it's accurate. The guy was a piece of garbage. Now the company. Do people love Disney World? Yes.
Course we
so
do.
You're not going to stop. You're not going to shut the whole world down. Like, you got these assholes out there that are going to cancel Disney. I'm sure they tried.
Yeah.
No,
but
because we like going to Disney.
Those are the people that want to cancel anything they disagree with.
They cancel everything. They're stupid. I wish we could cancel people that want to cancel things. That's it. Unless it's reservations, cancel reservations.
Or cancel people.
Or cancel your Netflix. But after that,
that's a bold move, though.
You want to cancel anything
Netflix.
else?
Then how are they going to watch these great documentaries on how to cancel things?
We learn from history, you stupid idiots. We learn from history.
But there are some things in history you don't actually have to show.
You don't have to glorify.
You can remove.
But you don't want to remove. No, you don't want to glorify. You don't want to remove. You want to let it know. Keep a statue up and put the plaque. This racist son of a bitch killed 1,800 Indians. Leave it up there. Or Native Americans. Leave it up there. Let people know with that disgusting, well, maybe not a statue. Take the statue down and put the plaque
maybe not
there.
a statue. A statue is praising them.
No, but
the higher up. Maybe
we want to learn about the history. But the problem is
there's a lot of places you can learn about
all of the history.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, don't give them a statue. Take the statue down. Put a plaque in a place. Here once stood a statue of this piece of shit that we now know is a piece of shit. So here is a piece of shit in honor of him, and put his name there. That actually works.
Here, this pile of shit belongs to.
Because we learn from history. No, I'm dead serious.
Right, but I get you to learn.
We learn from history. Like, we learn, or we try to learn from history, because we all know that Columbus never stepped foot in America. Yet we all celebrate Columbus Day every day.
Well, indigenous people found Christopher Columbus.
I celebrate Indigenous People Day. I
do you?
My Italian friends out there
it's a very
hate
white,
me.
That's a very white thing of you.
Whatever. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm indigenous. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. You're a racist, dude.
Oh yeah,
I am.
Sir, I will quote the former president. I'm the least racist person you know.
I am Taino Indian. Guys are assholes. I'll show you my ancestry report.
Oh,
I'm Taino.
23.
Look at the tattoo on my back of my neck.
Redneck.
Get this on camera.
It's redneck. What are you talking about? I just see redneck.
I hope you got that on camera. I got a shamrock.
Well, I can
with
see the
coquille.
top of it. You'll just see the top
the
of the
coquille.
shamrock. I can see the top of the
Oh,
shamrock.
it's on my neck. Yeah, I got a shamrock with a cookie in the middle. It's my Irish and Puerto Rican heritage. You laugh at me. All of you laugh. That's because I'm funny.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah,
not.
it is. No, dude, listen. I am
Critical-
I have
critical humor theory.
I have native
Critical
Indian
humor
blood.
theory.
I have native Indian blood in me, or native whatever you want
I
to
have
call it,
African blood in me, so.
in me, and I can speak. I can speak on them.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Dude, technically,
It's how you look.
technically, I think I'm like 12%. So I'm actually, I could get
Oh,
government
good,
money.
because, well, they say you technically.
Not in America,
if you
though,
can
because
get-
I'm Puerto Rican Indian.
If you can.
Puerto
cla-
Rican
if you-
native.
Oh, geez. If you can
Taino.
claim 10%, then you can
But
speak upon 1% of the issues.
Puerto Rico's a commonwealth, and the United States is really into giving free money away to people for free. I think I might be able to pull
that
that off.
Irish heritage will overtakes it.
Why? See, it's not. The Irish heritage was like 18 generations ago.
It doesn't matter.
What about my 7 generations of white trash heritage in the United
Oh,
States?
speaking of your white trash heritage, so I got in contact with some of your relatives. The most important ones, they didn't want to play a part in this, but the secondary ones wanted to play a part in this. So I got some of them on this video. Can we play this video? This is great. You're gonna love this shit. You're gonna love this. This is your family sitting here. Speaking of white trash, and do you know what they're singing?
I can't imagine.
Go for it.
That kid is horrified, dude. Dude, the kids are going crazy. The animals are going nuts.
Look, they got the flashlight on the table because they don't have candles.
I'm pretty sure I hear birds cawing in the background.
Well-
This family is absolutely from like Iowa.
This is the happy birthday, Sean.
Yeah,
This is happy birthday, Sean.
that was absolutely. Oh my God, I'm never gonna forget that. Dude, that was horrible.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you. My birthday was Tuesday,
Yeah.
so technically you didn't have to do that because that was awful.
Yeah,
but
no,
I appreciate
technically
you.
that's why I
Thank
had
you.
to do that.
Dude. Oh my God.
I didn't do it alone. I had this amazing
there were like
crew behind me.
17 people all off key at the same time.
That's why.
You know how hard that shit is to do?
Intentionally, it's
actually
difficult.
That was not intentional. That was all.
Listen to the guy recording it.
They did that like they were all.
Oh, they
trying
really
to
are
sing.
that bad. Yeah, yeah.
That's like harder to do than getting
That
it all
little kid
in
crying in the corner, like
says it all. Then
yeah.
you see the other kids were running around like they would. One kid looked like he was going to pull his head off and throw it at his mother.
Where did you? How long you've been related to these guys?
Holy shit, that was definitely not my family, bro. 100%. I'm Irish and Puerto Rican. That family was not. They were.
That was your country bumpkin.
They were WASP, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants from Utah.
I think they practiced
were
white
awful.
sheep politics, so they were there. Like
Yeah, they look like racist.
That's the
I
WT
hated
side.
them. Only offbeat racist white people don't have rhythm. I say that.
You say
It's
that
the
to
truth.
somebody that
I
doesn't
say
have
that
rhythm.
truth. Yeah,
because you don't have rhythm.
Because white people that accept other cultures, they have a little bit of, you know.
Yeah.
I'm half Puerto Rican, bro. I got sazon in my butt.
You don't have any rhythm.
Bro.
You have no rhythm.
I got rhythm like
what? Like lightning?
rhythm. Yo,
You have
want-
rhythm like white lightning?
I'm gonna tell you a really crazy story real quick.
About
before we
rhythm?
go. About rhythm.
Oh.
And it's a true story. If I'm lying, I'm dying. We got 5 minutes before we got to sign off.
Well, let me see what's going to explode.
I was a doorman for 5 years. 60th and Columbus, okay? On the corner of 60th and Columbus for Glenwood Management. The building was called the Regent. It's still there. It's been there for a very long time. Glenwood's like one of the biggest property management companies in the city. Like a lot of athletes and everybody live in those buildings. On the east side.
Get to it.
Yeah,
We don't have a lot
I'm
of
setting
time.
the story up, bitch.
Don't set it up too much. Just tell the story.
So when I moved in, when I got my job there, when I first got the job, Bobby's Upton's dad got me my job there.
Okay.
When I first got my job there, I was 19 years old. It was 1993, 94. And I got my first union job. And it was a great job as far as security, union, blah, 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 blah. Everybody wants a union job. Problem was I was very young and energetic and I couldn't. But anyway, that's not why I'm not, that's why I'm not there anymore. One of the tenants in that building, sorry, buddy. One of the tenants in that building, her name is Gloria Sternshine, okay? This is all Googleable. You can check it all out.
Sorry. I have to get Googleable.
No, I said Gloria. Bullshit.
Googleable.
Leah Sternshine. Her name is Leah.
Googleable.
Leah Sternshine. It's Googleable.
It's Googleable.
So just Google it. So Leah Sternshine was a tenant that used to chain smoke, and she was like, I don't know, 4'1", and she looked like a cartoon character that I don't know the name of, but like the bucket kind of haircut, like the bangs, like old, small,
little smoker.
Talk like that. Like how
Go ahead, get to the
It's
point.
funny that you did that
Get
voice.
to the point, Sean. Get to the point.
All right, Michael, I'm going to get to the point, okay?
Get to the
She
point.
talks like this. And
Yeah.
She goes, hey, Sean, how are you? How you doing today?
I said, how you doing, Mrs. Sternshine? Miss Sternshine, good to see you.
Sean, let me tell you something. There was a day that was a very terrible day in my life. I was walking for a nice little stroll in Central Park, and this big, awful guy comes from behind, and he hits me, and he throws me to the ground. Don't laugh. And he jumps up on top of me. And Sean, I tell you, it's disgusting. He had his way with me. He took me from behind. It was absolutely terrible. But the one thing I tell you, oh boy, what a rhythm.
That is a true effing story, dude. Now, true story. Okay.
We waited all that time.
But hold on. Now, this lady basically admitted she got raped in Central Park. Right? Bro, and I'm not even lying. This is not a joke. She got raped in Central Park and was like,
It was awful. It was terrible. But boy, what a rhythm.
bro, my skin crawls when I think about it. It was fucking disgusting. Gloria Sternshine was the daughter of Nathan Handworker. It's Googleable. Google it. Nathan Handworker, Nathan Hot Dogs. So when she left that building, Nathan's went public, and I'm pretty sure she made about $250 million or some crazy shit. But she used to smoke cigarettes and have the ash.
So, just to be clear on something.
She was awesome about not getting the ash fall off her cigarette.
So the conversation was about how you don't have rhythm.
But some rapists. Some rapists in Central Park does.
Some rapists might have rhythm.
Better than
but
me.
it's how that you don't have rhythm.
I mean,
Well, the best thing I could give you was the time that we all had that softball team and we had the party after that. And I was dancing on the dance floor. We were playing salsa, merengue, and some bachata. And your girlfriend asked you, got a question for you. You guys grew up together. How come you don't move like that? Do you remember that?
because I'm a man.
Well, because you don't know how to. You have no rhythm.
You dance like a woman.
No, I don't dance
No, I
like a
have
woman.
rhythm.
I dance like a
move
man.
Your hips
who-
like you
No
move your
words
hips
out of
like a personal child does.
That's just you know why? That's just you being bitter. That's all
That's
right.
not me
Be
being
jealous.
bitter.
Be jealous. It's fine.
No,
It's okay,
bro.
I accept it. You're jealous.
Listen. Oh,
I accept it. You're
God.
jealous. It's okay. It's
3-0
acceptable.
Devils. One.
You were
one
just
minute.
bragging about being Puerto Rican. You got no rhythm. How is that?
Well, first
How
of
does
all,
that exist?
I'm almost
Oh,
positive.
Well, you know what? Time's up. Thank you very
I'm
much.
almost positive that there are Puerto Ricans out there that don't dance like women. I'm
That's
pretty
it.
Sure
Thank you
of.
very much for the show. We had a great time. I have one gaff for show.
Mike dances like a girl.
I dance very well, and who cares?
You have
Sean
chi-
doesn't. He's
you have
got no rhythm.
You have childbearing hips. Don't be proud of
Childbearing
that.
hips. Such jealousy.
Be proud of that.
Such jealousy.
Men can have babies according to
Yeah,
certain
men
people.
can have babies. And Sean
talk-
has no
talk to your-
rhythm.
talk
But
to your
he
fellow-
does have a great rape story.
Talk to
That's
your fe-
fantastic. That solves everything. Baseball. One has nothing to do with this
First
whole
of all,
show.
I never said it was a great rape story.
You
that
said
was you.
You probably said I had a great story. Anyway, thank you
It
very
was a
much.
great story.
That's an hour up. It's time to go. Show's over. We're on the way out. And that's the end of it. Good night. Thank you.
Rhythm. Oh,
Peace.
Yeah, thanks.
It's Googleable.